Alright, now let's take a look at these problems from your worksheet. Okay, find the area in the perimeter. Again, perimeter is just the sum of the sides, and in this instance, if we look, okay, this side here is of course 12 minus 7, which is this length, so that side is 5, and this piece right here is 10 minus 2, so that piece is 8. So the perimeter of this figure is the same as perimeter as if it was just a a rectangle, which is 12 by 10. So the perimeter is basically still 2 lengths of 10 plus 2 lengths of 12. Okay, which of course should give us a perimeter of 44 units. And of course you could just add up all the pieces, which is what you do in general. And the area is going to be looked at in one of two ways. Either I can come here and I can say, well, the area of the whole box, I could assume that maybe I continued that out, and I'll take that area away, so I could say, as the area of the whole box, which is 12, so the area would be 12 by 10 minus the 5 by 8 section. Okay, so it's 120 minus 40, which is 80. All right, a similar approach here. Okay, similar approach in number 2. The perimeter. All right, you say, well, I don't have this length here. Well, sure you do. It's this piece 2 plus this piece 3 plus this piece 2. So that length is 7. You say, well, I don't have this. Well, yes, you do. You have 5 plus 3 plus 4. So that's 8. That's 12. So again, the perimeter here is going to be just a length of 7 here, but then this piece plus this piece plus this piece is 7, so that's 2 7s, plus, okay, this length is 12, but then this plus this is also 12, so it's 2 12s. Alright, so which the perimeter is equal to 38, and in the area, well, to find the area, what you could do is you could a couple ways which you could do it. You could break it up into boxes this way and say, well, it's what the area is going to equal one box, which is 7 times 5, plus another box, which is if this length is 7, this length here is 5. So there's this box here is 3 by 5. Plus this box here, which is 4 by 2. Okay, so then when you do all that and take care of everything, you'll find the area is equal to 58 square units. Okay, here, the area of A, B, C, and D are these regions in here, those regions in here. This is like a picture frame. So the area is going to be the area of the large rectangle, which is 8 by 10, minus the area of the small rectangle, which is 6 by 8. Okay, so that's 80 minus 48, which the area is 32. It's easier to look at it that way than try to add up these pieces, because you couldn't add up these pieces, because these are trapezoids right here, and we don't know the formula for the area of the trapezoid yet. So the easiest way is to look at the difference of the two rectangles. Okay, here, any way you look at it, it's a rectangle and a half of a circle. All right, so the area formula is going to be the area for rectangle, which is length times width, plus the area for the circle, which is pi r squared, but only half of that, because I only have a half a circle up here. Okay, so the length times width is 8 times 10. Of course, that's 80. Now, what's the radius? Well, here this length is the same as this length down here, which is 8, which will serve as the diameter of the circle. So the radius of the circle is 4. So that's pi times the radius, which is 4. So 4 squared is 16 over 2, so that's 8 pi. And leave it that way. Don't say 88 pi, because then you'd be dead wrong. If anything, if you want a decimal value, go and say 8 times 3.14, which would be about 26, and add it to 80 for something in the neighborhood of 106. But guess what? This is the exact value. I would leave it just like that. Okay. Next. Okay. Oh yeah, we have to do the perimeter. Well, again, the perimeter. Don't make the mistake here. I'm going to erase on this. The perimeter again is the distance around. The distance around. So you got a length of 10, a length of 8, another length of 10. Don't include this. This is not the perimeter here. Okay? So you got the perimeter, which is equal to 2 lengths of 10 plus an 8 plus half the circumference of the circle. What's the circumference of the circle? 2 pi d, 2 pi r rather, and we're going to take half of that. So that's 20 and 8, 28 plus r is 4, as we said previously, so this becomes plus 4 pi, and that stops right there. This is a rather interesting figure. This is what they call the yin-yang figure. This is the yin-yang, okay? Now, what do they want? They want the shaded area, okay? So really what you should be seeing in here is a series of half circles, okay? If I look at the lower half of this, okay, then I can see the large circle, I can see a small semicircle, and I can see a medium-sized semicircle. So this area in here is actually the semicircle less this, which is the half the median circle, plus this up here, which is half of the smallest circle. Okay, so what are we looking at? The area is going to equal half the large circle minus half the medium circle, okay, that's this guy here, plus half the small circle. All right, so let me erase this so we can find the values there. Okay, so this length is 4, this length is 2, so the diameter of the large circle is 6, which means the radius is 3. So that's 1/2 of the radius, which is pi r squared, so that's r being 3 is 9 pi, okay, minus 1/2 of the small circle, which is going to have a radius of 2 here, so that's going to be 1/2 of pi r squared, or 4 pi, plus 1/2 of the small circle. Small circle has a diameter of 2, so the radius is 1, so then plus 1/2 of pi. So this is 9/2 pi minus 4/2 pi plus 1/2 pi. So you could just deal with the fractions, okay? That's 9/2 minus 4/2, so that's 5/2 pi plus 1/2, so that's 6/2 pi, which is 3 pi, and that's the best way to read the answer, 3 pi, okay? I've got this next one. All right, this is what? This is a rectangle, which is 12 by 22, less 2/2 of a circle, less 2/2 circles, okay? So the rectangle is, so the area here is the entire rectangle, which is 22 by 12, minus the area for the circle, which is pi r squared. So it's 12 times 22, which I believe is 264. 264 minus, okay, and r, well, here's the diameter, which is 12. R is half that, which is 6, so it's minus 36 pi. And guess what? We leave it just like that. That's the answer, okay? We'll do the other half of them in another video, okay? So there you have it.